Okay, next question is, what do you use to communicate with your international team? Video or phone? I think we use a wide variety of tools. So we've been really fortunate to be in a very close partnership with Atlassian Software, and they've been a core underpinning of our business since very early on in terms of technology. So if we're working with context of projects, we have Jira and project management systems to take care of that. But in general, updating and keeping everyone aligned. The best thing that I've managed to do, and the biggest impact I've had, especially with a dispersed team, is to maintain a blog. And internally, we use a wiki product from Atlassian called Confluence. And what I'm able to do there, and what everybody in the company is able to do there, is to maintain a blog and share knowledge. And what's really important when you're communicating with anybody is the tacit knowledge, right? The knowledge that you don't know somebody has, that when they share it, you're like, wow, that was really insightful, and I can apply it somewhere where nobody thought I could. And so, throughout the years, I think since 2003, for over 10 years, we've had the blog running internally in our wiki. And recently, we've actually restructured it to make it even more focused on the blog content versus the project content, because it's the thoughts and ideas that really matter, that make a big difference. So we use that. The other tools that we use, another one is by Atlassian. It's called HipChat. And HipChat is a private instant message tool, but it also supports persistent chat rooms. So unlike Skype, where both people have to be online in order to get a message across, and then it's hard to work out what happened, and you're worried about where your data is, with HipChat, those rooms are persistent and integrated into our other systems, and we can share information, and it also hooks up to mobile phones and so forth. So you can text somebody, and if they're not in the chat room, then the message, depending on their configurations, will go to their phone or text or whatever they've set up for it to work. And that's been a great tool. The other thing is that with Skype, when you're working with people internationally, if I see somebody's name on Skype, I would always hesitate. Is Jesse working right now? Is Alan working? Is Jenny running? Or are they just logged into Skype on a Saturday because they're browsing the web, right? Do they want to hear from me on a Saturday, even if I just want to say hi? So I always, was always hesitant to annoy people. So the nice thing about HipChat is it's company, it's a company area, right? The playfield, it's the company office. So if you're at work and you have that up, you're kind of free game for somebody to ask you a question. And what it means is that you don't have these hi messages on Skype with no answer for 6 hours, and then, hi, what did you want? Well, I don't know, I messaged you, half a day ago. So by using HipChat, you're not worried whether somebody's working or not, because it's a work tool, and if they didn't want it, they would switch it off. And so we would use that, and we might use Skype to do video calls. And the other one is you don't necessarily have to keep saying, hi, how are you, and all of this. We kind of try and optimize that out a little bit. And it's kind of implied that whenever you're chatting with somebody, you've already said hello. Once a month, we do an all-hands meeting around the world, and recently we've split that into two since we've opened up in London and Santiago this year. So we will do, on the same day, we'll do a meeting for the Americas and UK, and another one we'll do for Australia and Asia. And that's my kind of accountability meeting, where I'll speak about what we've been doing, where we're stuck, what people can do to help with, and work on that.